Hey, what's happening, guys? Happy Monday. It's Daryl here. It is not so bright and early, 8 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. As you can see, I was just right in the middle of my workout. And once again, going through the stories, different news feed, going through the stories today. There was one that particularly caught my eye. And I think I'd like to just chat with you guys. It actually does pertain a little bit to a lot of the videos I've been doing lately. This whole, on the right, in the right wing conservative side, they seem to be very worried about the manliness of America, and apparently, the East, Russia, China, are going to overthrow us easily because America has lost its manliness. Men aren't men anymore. And I've been kind of chatting about this in my latest videos. Here's what just was on TV this morning and caught my eye. Harry Styles sings "Man, I Feel Like a Woman" with Shania Twain at the Coachella Music Festival. Okay, I'll be honest. I didn't know anything about any of those things I just brought up. I've heard of Harry Styles. I'll be totally honest with you guys. I've seen. I think it was on the cover of Elle or Vogue, where I think he was wearing a dress, and he's. I've seen him like in fashion type situations. I think I knew kind of he was in a boy band. Didn't know much about his music or anything like that. He's considerably younger than me. Not somebody I would see in the stuff I normally look up. But I did kind of, I didn't know enough about him to admire him. But in the back of my head, I've always liked people like this that push the envelope, that don't fit it, that aren't pigeonholed, that don't fit into any one slot. And anybody that gets the ire of Candace Owens can't be half bad. To me, the glances I got at Harry Styles always give me the impression, artistic, being an artist. This is something, something that I admire. The Coachella Music Festival, I know nothing about. Okay, so I look up a few news stories, and the links will be down below. I did a little research into Harry Styles. To be honest with you guys, I was assuming that he was probably gay. Not that it makes any difference to me, but I wasn't sure. From everything I looked up, he's straight. And this, I gotta be careful how I say this. I admire the fact that he is secure enough to feel free to do whatever he wants. I admire the fact that he's secure enough to appear to wear a dress, to maybe to give people the impression or not answer the questions what his sexuality is, to be very ambiguous. I admire that. I think that takes a lot of self-confidence, and on top of that, I think it's got a creative instinct to it that I admire. Okay, so in some of the articles I looked up, Candace Owens. This is kind of old news, but she got all over him for wearing a dress. That it's going to take down a piece of cloth that a man is wearing is going to lead to the downfall of America. Is that fear mongering a little bit or what? Some of the other pieces, along this vein, like Marilyn Manson. I liked him because I didn't think his music was all that great, to be honest. Looking back, the musicality, the difficulty, the chords, and all that was all that great. But I liked the fact that he pushed the envelope, that he did stuff that he wasn't supposed to do. I don't know if I've told you guys this story, but I've always, if you ask one word to describe yourself, what would it be? You guys can answer that in my comments. With me, I've always picked rebellious or independent. I remember this. This was before I was 5 years old, and I remember being babysat. And I remember the babysitter getting very angry with me. She was a teenage daughter. She was the teenage daughter of the woman that lived downstairs. She's probably about a 16-year-old girl. And I specifically still remember her telling me that I must obey her. You're not obeying me. And ever since then, man, like that word obey just grated on me. Even when I was like 5 years old, it's just I don't believe in being pigeonholed, or because you're this, you have to wear this. And I'm not somebody who jumps on the bandwagon. I'm a boat rocker. Which reminds me of Donald Trump's his Easter greetings to everybody. What he called us, the far left maniacs. He said, "Happy Easter to the far left maniacs," even though they're destroying the country. But happy Easter to them anyway. Yeah. So anyway, getting back to Harry Styles. So I'm reading about his sexuality just out of curiosity and stuff, and he's dated a whole boatload of beautiful women, which I admire. That's great. That's pretty cool. I read this article how he was asked if he was bisexual, and he didn't want to answer it because he thought it made him more interesting to his fans. And I think that's cool too. I agree with that. That's like how sometimes I think they tell like stars it's better to not let on that you have a significant other. Increases your fan base. Like if it's a pretty woman, it's for the men not to know that she's married, or more if there's a man and he has a girlfriend, not to tell the public that he's engaged or something like that. And I think that's kind of what along the lines of what he's saying. That it makes stars more available. I think that's the point. So anyway, I'm looking up videos this morning, and I come across this fantastic. I'm becoming a fan of Harry Styles. This, I got to admit, I'm kind of late on the bandwagon or hearing this video. I think this video is like about a year old. Watermelon Sugar, I think it's called. I'll have the link down below. I freaking love this song, man. I love everything in this song. I love the strawberries, the watermelon, the girls, the beach. It's a great beach tune. I had never heard any Harry Styles tunes before. And it reminds me, It reminds me a little bit of Sheryl Crow. Like what's that her song? "I'm Gonna Soak Up the Sun." That's always been a fantastic summer song. A terrific, iconic summer song. So this is the first time I ever saw "Strawberry Sugar," and I'm going to put it on my playlist. It's a great tune. What else was I going to say about Harry? Yeah, so I like his music. I forgot where else I was going with this. So anyway, I don't think Harry Styles is going to lead to the downfall of America. Damn it! I wish I could remember what the last thing I was going to talk about. Candace Owens. Anyway, all right. Let me know what you guys think. One word that describes you guys. Have a great Monday.